diversifying crops and maximising the quantity of food production were also brought to light as means to increase agro-processing abilities in Africa. Svein Holsether, CEO of Yara International, spoke about some of the best solutions.
It's about the way of working, collaborating, focusing on the farmers, and then we can see immediate impacts of this. And I had the opportunity to be together with my team here in Africa yesterday, and when I see small changes to the composition of nutrients, how big an impact that can have on the farmers. Instead of adding 2 nutrients to the field of the farmers as fertilizer, move to 5. Small increase, $30 per hectare. But this farmer, she went from growing 10 bags of maize per hectare to 15 in the first harvest. That's an additional income of $300. It's like 10 times the return on the investment. And how do we scale this, and how do we drive this with force to really make a big difference? And then the food sector here can grow significantly. And then as you increase the productivity, more can be done downstream in processing as well, and developing an even stronger food system and food industry here in Africa. It's a huge business opportunity, but it needs to be grabbed. And maybe this is the moment in time where it's really understood how important local food production is, so that we can move into action.
What's also important, apart from increasing food production, is you touched on it earlier, employment. Big portion of the population that's unemployed right now is youth. How do we get the youth in this value chain?
That's going to be key, both for employment, but I think also for driving the sector forward to utilize technology. And agriculture today is not what agriculture was in the past. It is high tech, and we need the young generation to come in with their competence and to drive the technological revolution. The fourth agricultural revolution will be driven by technology, and this is something that is very important. And I started these conversations actually in my first time at AGRF, when I just started in Yara 2015. I had a conversation together with Strive Masayiva, obviously a very successful entrepreneur in the mobile sector, and we talked about how do we bring youth into agriculture. And with the basis of those discussions, we launched an initiative called the Go-Getters to really show that farming and the food industry is something tech-driven, highly specialized, and we need to bring the youth in there. And later on today, we will have the finalists in that competition, where we're highlighting the youth, getting them into agriculture. And it's been a huge response in that, and it's really rewarding to see how young people can bring their competence into the sector. We need even more of that, and we need to convey the message that there's a huge business opportunity here. We need young people into agriculture, and we need to drive the technology revolution of agriculture.
Is there skills development missing or needed to help improve on this?
Always, and that goes across the world, that we need to increase the competency level. A lot of the pieces are in place, and today competence and technology and knowledge that was only reserved for huge industrial scale farmers can now be conveyed to smallholder farmers, either through smartphones and even regular phones, to give them that power to every day make the right decisions on hyper-local weather, soil conditions, using satellite imagery to get the specific needs in the field and so on. So a lot of this is available, but then it needs to be utilized, and then we need to also get knowledge across. We're working from Yara with rice farmers in Tanzania, for instance. 100,000 farmers now signed up to get digital through digital channels to get competence to increase the rice yields and so on. So a lot is happening, but we need to speed up.
You were here to talk to us about healthy soil or soil health. Combine that with fertilizer production. Yes, there are challenges, but what's the solutions?
Well, I think the solution is in the soil. we need to think of soil as the enabler of healthy food production. And when we have healthy soil, the right balance of nutrition in the soil, then the crops will grow healthier and faster and stronger. And through understanding the specific needs, then we get more effect of the fertilizer as well. We all seen what happened to the fertilizer prices and availability across the world now, and then we have to make every nutrient count. And when you have a healthy soil, and the case here in Africa and many other places in the world as well, is that the soil is rather acidic and it has become worse. Then we need to address that and make the soil less acidic, and when we get it there, then you get more impact from the nutrients that you add. So you have to make every nutrient count now, and by doing that, then you also help the farmers, you help the productivity, and you also help on the climate side, because if we focus on soil, take care of it, restore soil as well, then it's more resilient to climate change. And it ties up more carbon as well. So it's really a win-win-win if we get this right.